Welcome to this video tutorial about Blender, the first in a series of many. In this video tutorial I'll be explaining the 3D viewport, the center zone in the Blender program. The 3D viewport is used for 1. Looking at your objects before you render them, and 2. Editing your objects so they look like what you want them to, and 3. Controlling the elements around an object like the lighting and the background. So let's start by explaining navigation through the viewport. You can see that it looks a little threatening right now, some green line and a red line and arrows, and it's very difficult to find what this all is. So click your middle mouse wheel and drag, and you can see that this is actually a 3D scene. But you can see that there is a cube in the center, and you can rotate around the cube using the middle mouse wheel drag. So that's one element of navigation through the viewport. If you scroll the middle mouse wheel up and down, you can zoom in and out. Pretty straightforward. Shift and clicking the middle mouse wheel will pan you across the area. So try that out for a while, just clicking and dragging and looking at the different aspects of the cube, sort of getting a feel for the navigation. But after a while you'll see that it's sort of hard to get the view that you want to. It's a little difficult to get to the right spot for your editing. Blender has a solution for this, and these are locked viewpoints. You can access them through your keypad on your keyboard, and if you don't have a keypad on your keyboard, I would highly encourage you to get a different keyboard or attach one to your computer so that you can get a numerical keypad. The numbers on the keypad that you will be pressing with the num lock engaged are 7, 1, and 3. You can see that they're placed in sort of an L position on the keypad. It's because that each one lets you look down a specific axis. For example, if you press 3, you can see that there you are looking down the x-axis. 1, you are pressing 1 and you see down the y-axis, and 7, you see down the z-axis. Now these three numbers, 7, 1, and 3, are very important because these are the views that you must look through to edit an object for it to turn out well. If you start editing objects from skewed angles like this, it gets very difficult to keep things organized and symmetrical in fashion. So 1, 7, and 3 are the locked viewpoints. Keep that in memory. You will be using it often. Another number on the keypad that's important to remember is the 5 key. The 5 key, when you press it, you can see that the object gets bigger, but if you scroll, if you rotate around the cube, you can see that it changes slightly. Let me click 5 again. Clicking 5 shifts your viewpoint to a perspective one. One is isometric, the other is perspective. In perspective mode, things that are farther away get smaller. In isometric mode, this does not happen. Everything stays the same size no matter how far away it is from your view. Now the general rule is isometric mode is the mode that you will be using when you're editing your object, and when you want to see how it's going to look like in your final in the final product, you go into perspective mode and check it out that way. So isometric editing, perspective for rendering previews and stuff like that. Now that's how you navigate through your 3D viewpoint. To select objects,